Okay, our first speaker up is Honorable Don Mayhew, our state representative, and he has a few words.
Hard to believe any time that you can have a politician with a few words. But we'll try. January the 14th, 1969, aboard the USS Enterprise as she steamed off the coast of Oahu, Hawaii. Started out like just any other day. Nice, bright, sunny day. Unfortunately, a small tractor that was used to start airplanes was parked too close to a plane that was loaded with ordnance. This resulted in a small rocket aboard one of those planes to explode and cause a chain reaction that caused significant damage to the Enterprise. F.A. Paul Akers Jr. happened to be on duty that morning, and it was his job to respond to that fire. There is no doubt from everything you read about this accident, excuse me, that the heroic actions of the firemen that day saved innumerable lives and the ship itself. The proof of that is that you only have to look at is that there were 28 lives lost that day on the Enterprise. Compare that to a similar accident only 2 years earlier on the Forrestal, where 132 sailors lost their lives. It was those actions by those firemen that made the difference. Most of those who died that day, in fact, were those firemen who were responding to that tragedy. On behalf of myself, Speaker Rob Vescovo, and the rest of the House of Representatives, I am honored and proud to present this resolution to the family in honor of Paul's sacrifice to our country. Today we would also like to dedicate the bridge up here across the railroad to Paul Akers Jr. in honor of his bravery and his service to his country. Please stay seated. You're quite welcome. It's my honor. It's truly my honor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. No, I want to stand there. Thank you.
All right, next speaker up is Lieutenant Lamb, Commander of the Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri Naval Detachment.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant Lamb?
Sir. Good evening, Mayor Smith, family, friends of Samuel Paul Akers Jr. Thank you for joining us today at the bridge dedication ceremony. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the Gold Star family in attendance, Miss Maria Akers, mother,
No, I want to
Mr. Otto, brother, and his 4 sisters, Helen, Carol, Lily, and Alma. But before I continue, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish Miss Maria Akers a happy early birthday, that she's turning 95 tomorrow. Yay! I will tell you that I'm truly honored and humbled by the opportunity to take part in the ceremony today as we honor one of our own. The reasons behind choosing military service differ from person to person, but as different as the reasons are, there's a universal understanding. Service means sacrifice. Even if the sacrifice is one's life, the impact of the ultimate sacrifice ripples through our communities. A service member's death touches more than just the lives of their loved ones and friends. When their stories are shared in our neighborhoods, our homes, our schools, and their places of worship, these men and women become part of a collective identity of our hometowns. The stories of their sacrifice live on in the proud memories of their loved ones at observances, through inscriptions, memorials, and plaques dedicated to the legacy of their generations. Woven into the fabric of our country are those died while wearing the cloth of our nation. While they instill a sense of pride among citizens, they inspire new generations to raise their hands in service. There is no greater sacrifice to offer their life for the greater good. Sailors like Seaman Paul Akers Jr., who left his small town of Crocker when he was 18 years old in 1968 to join the Navy for adventure and to see the world. Seaman Akers' first assignment was the USS Enterprise, a Navy aircraft carrier. The USS Enterprise was responsible for defending our shores, protecting our natural interests, and underwriting our commitment to truth, to justice, and to liberty, not just here, but around the world. On the 14th of January 1969, the Enterprise was off the coast of Oahu, conducting exercises preparing to support the Vietnam War when a fire broke out on the main flight deck. The fire started when a Zuni rocket detonated under the plane's wing and spread to lighting more munitions, exploding holes to the flight deck, allowing the burning jet fuel to enter the ship. 28 sailors perished that day, with an additional 314 being injured. This respect we give to our fallen speaks to the value we place on their service. I would be remiss if I did not thank the individual who made today's dedication ceremony possible. Mayor Glenn Smith, for his tip-to-tail support on this project to make this vision a reality.
Here.
Thank you, sir. The sign and the bridge it represents provides us with a visual to help us remember. Provides us a visual to help us to remember these patriots as we preserve their memory and their sacrifice. In passing years, it will help young and old service members renew their commitment to this country, our Navy, and demonstrates our pledge to never forget their sacrifice. In his iconic song, Lee Greenwood once sang, "I am proud to be American, where at least I know I'm free, and I will never forget the men who died, who gave that right to me." God bless the Gold Star family, our veterans, and our nation. Thank you.
All right, next presentation is from Gone to Pieces Quilt Guild.
We are here today representing the Gone to Pieces Quilt Guild. We have many members with military connections: Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Coast Guard. Some of us are veterans, others are mothers, sisters, and spouses, or widows of veterans. This is why we take great pleasure in presenting quilts, to let someone know how deeply their service is appreciated. This quilt was created by a mother of a U.S. Navy Seabee. These are her words. "I extend my prayers and sympathy for the loss of your son. I share a mother's pride of having a child serve in the Navy and the achievements, dedication, and perseverance to protect our nation. They have our respect and love. God bless our heroes." Master Chief and Chief Crocker are honored to present this to you. Thank you.
cold day CBs can do.
Now, if the Akers family would like to say anything.
I'll say a few words. I really don't have a prepared speech, so I'm probably going to have to sort of improvise along as I go. I just want to say on behalf of the Akers family, thank you all for coming out this evening on this memorial special tribute to Paul Akers Jr. I would like to thank the mayor of the city of Crocker, the council of the city of Crocker, and I would also like to thank the Missouri legislature. Is Kenneth Ellis here? Very instrumental with the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Appreciate that. And I want to thank the Veterans of Foreign Wars for all the support in all this tonight, and a very special presentation of our long lost brother. I also would like to thank the United States Navy, Josh Lamb, Commander Lamb, for coming out here tonight for the speak, and the Missouri State Legislature for them passing and going through all the process for this. And I want to thank all the people, individuals that contributed to making this possible. And also I want to thank everybody again for being here tonight. So again, my name's Otto Akers. Paul Akers was my brother. Thank you very much.
Would anybody else from any of the other veterans organizations like to speak?
I just want to thank everybody that helped us make this happen financially. Everybody helped out. The town got together and pitched in. VFW, the American Legion, individuals. We all made this happen as a organization. One of our own, Representative Mayhew. We all made it happen.
Sir, would you like to say something?
I'm Jim Mitchell. And I was a classmate of Paul's. It was May of 1968 that we all graduated. There are a couple more members of that class. George Howard Swan with the cowboy hat. Ronnie Lehman right there beside him. Earl Mackney was a year younger, but he kind of ran with us. Earl, raise your hand. Paul played on our baseball team. Outstanding young man. Served his country. It was rather short. I think happy memory Veterans Day. I'm glad to be here today. Appreciate the Aker family. They meant so much to our community. Some are teachers. They taught a lot of kids, touched a lot of hearts. I couldn't leave without saying a few words. Thank you, Don, for the resolution. God bless you all.
Just thank everybody for being here for this wonderful honor. Thank everybody. Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you for being here. And thank you for everybody coming. Please help yourself to the refreshments and make sure there's nothing left over. And also, Stephanie Gluthen was instrumental in working with MoDOT and getting the signed project to move forward. So I want to thank her for that as well. And I appreciate everybody's time, taking time and being here. And I hope you have a good night. That concludes the service.
Thank you so much.